Now, Chinese stocks are rising, while Hong Kong is set to open in less than 20 minutes. Richard Frost is in Hong Kong with the details. Richard, e-house sales surging. Tell us why.
Well, according to their chief financial officer, they had a phenomenal period in April, May, and they are citing low interest rates in China, as well as what they call pent-up demand by consumers for property. We've certainly seen that property stocks have done very well this year in China. In fact, there's a property index based on the Shanghai Composite that's doubled this year. And if you look at Hong Kong, something like Shimao Property, which is a Chinese developer listed in Hong Kong, that has gained an amazing, if I can just check, I think it's 260% just in the last 3 months alone.
Richard, we're also looking at Enter Spots. I mean, it dropped about 2% today, but what, the market's expecting it to rise. Why is that?
Yes, BNP, they gave the stock a new rating of buy today. They recommended investors pile into the stock. They think there's considerable upside on the stock, despite gaining quite a lot already this year. Anta is the second largest maker of sports shoes after Li-Ning in China. And they think that continuing demand for sportswear is going to do very well this year. I mean, this echoes comments that Frank Gong, JP Morgan strategist, said earlier in the week, where he recommended both property stocks and consumer-related stocks on the back of increased consumer spending by China, which he said was really the other side of the story. Everyone's been focusing on government stimulus, and they've been forgetting about the fact that, in fact, consumer spending has been very resilient in China despite the slowdown in the economy there.
Now, Richard, before we let you go, it's Friday. Let's do the week that was for China and Hong Kong stocks.
Well, in China, we broke through, a fairly decent barrier on Wednesday when it closed more than 50% higher for the year, the seventh market in the world to do that. China started off very well, as did Hong Kong, on the latest evidence that China's economy seems to be improving when manufacturing expanded for a third month. That data came out on Monday. We've also, of course, had continuing rebound in commodity prices, and that's driven up raw material stocks and energy producers, as well as this good news throughout the week on housing.
All right, Richard,
so
let's leave it there.
Higher.
Happy week. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for that. Richard Frost in Hong Kong.